Hey everyone, welcome to our channel Mental Game. Today, we are going to talk about how to master your emotions. Now let's begin. We've all had situations where our emotions got the best of us, whether we're sitting in traffic, dealing with a difficult coworker, or arguing with a loved one. Often it's because we didn't realize what was happening until we were too far down the emotional train to change it. We say things we don't mean and that we'll later regret, because we haven't cultivated emotional mastery. And when you don't master your emotions, you're not able to identify and handle them until it's too late. Love, hate, anger, joy, sadness, human emotion is our greatest gift. You don't want to get rid of emotions. Without them, life is meaningless. But learning how to master your emotions and use them, instead of letting them use you, is key to achieving your dreams in every aspect of your life. What is an emotion? Emotions are complex states involving both physical and psychological changes that, in turn, influence our mood and behavior. An emotion is sparked by a particular event or object, which causes a physiological response in the body. Both happiness and sadness can make us cry, fear makes our heart race, anger makes us feel hot. Then we change our behavior in accordance with the emotion. We might hug someone, run away, or yell and fight. The behavior stage is the point at which emotional mastery plays a role. When you know how to master your emotions, you can catch them before they affect your behavior. This is the straightforward answer to the question, what is an emotion? Beyond this definition, there are many theories of what causes emotion and why we respond to certain experiences the way we do. One thing is certain: human emotion is a powerful force to be reckoned with. What is emotional mastery? Psychology's answer. As reported by Psychology Today, the definition of emotional mastery has evolved over the last century. Early American psychology embraced the James Lange theory, which held that emotions are strictly the product of physiology, a neurological response to some external stimuli. This view evolved when the Cannon-Bard theory asserted that the brain's thalamus mediates between external stimuli and subjective emotional experience. The concept of emotional mastery wasn't introduced until the 1960s with the Schachter-Singer experiment, where researchers gave participants a dose of a placebo vitamin. Participants then watched colleagues complete a set of questionnaires. When the colleagues responded angrily to the questionnaires, the participants felt angry in turn. But when the colleagues responded happily, the participants also felt happy. The study's results implied a connection between peer influence and the felt experience of emotion. The idea that emotions are influenced by outer as well as inner stimuli was furthered by psychiatrist Alan Beck, who demonstrated that thoughts, peer influence, and circumstance shape emotions. Beck's research formed the foundation of modern-day cognitive behavioral therapy, the gold standard of emotional mastery as it's understood today. Why is emotional mastery important? Feelings and emotional mastery play a role in our subjective experience of the world, that is, the way we interpret the things that happen to us, as opposed to objective experience, which is the facts of what actually happened. This is why psychologists recognize that the answer to what is an emotion includes the ability to influence the way we think and act. We cannot change our objective experience. Things happen every day that are outside our control. But we can change our subjective experience, the meaning that we assign to those things. That is emotional mastery, and it has a massive impact on our interpersonal relationships, self-worth, communication skills, and overall fulfillment in life. Emotions unify us across cultural lines. There are 6 basic emotions that are universal in all cultures: happiness, sadness, fear, anger, surprise, and disgust. We all experience these feelings, although there are cultural differences regarding what's an appropriate display of emotion. Emotions govern our sense of well-being. Since emotions are a product of our experiences and how we perceive those experiences, we can cultivate positive emotions by focusing on them. There are 10 power emotions that cultivate emotional mastery by creating a base of positive effect. When we incorporate even small doses of gratitude, passion, love, hunger, curiosity, confidence, flexibility, cheerfulness, vitality, and a sense of contribution, we set the stage for feeling good about ourselves. Emotional mastery supports healthy relationships. When you're able to demonstrate emotions that are appropriate to the situation, you're able to nurture your relationships. When you don't know how to master your emotions, the opposite occurs. You might fly off the handle at minor annoyances or react with anger when sadness is a more appropriate response. Your emotional response affects those around you, which shapes your relationships for better or worse. How to master your emotions in 6 steps. The best time to handle an emotion is when you first begin to feel and experience it fully. That way it won't keep popping up time and time again. By following these 6 straightforward steps, you'll learn how to master your emotions and take control of your life. Strategies for mastering your emotions. Identify and label your emotions. The first step in mastering your emotions is to identify and label them accurately. Often, people have trouble identifying and expressing their emotions, which can lead to confusion and distress. For example, someone who feels angry may express it as irritation, annoyance, or frustration, rather than acknowledging the underlying emotion. To identify and label your emotions accurately, try to tune in to your physical sensations, thoughts, and behaviors. Pay attention to how you feel in your body, such as tension in your muscles or a racing heartbeat. Identify the thoughts or beliefs that may be triggering your emotions, and observe how you behave in response to them. Once you have identified your emotions, try to label them as precisely as possible. Instead of saying, "I feel bad," try to be specific about what you are feeling, such as, "I feel sad," "I feel anxious," or "I feel angry." By accurately labeling your emotions, you can gain clarity and insight into your feelings, which can help you manage them more effectively. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is a powerful technique for mastering your emotions. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment, without judgment or distraction. When you practice mindfulness, you become more aware of your thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations, which can help you respond to them more effectively. To practice mindfulness, try to set aside a few minutes each day to sit quietly and observe your thoughts and emotions. You can focus on your breath or a particular sensation in your body, such as the feeling of your feet on the ground or the sensation of the air on your skin. Whenever your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the present moment, without judgment. By practicing mindfulness regularly, you can develop greater self-awareness, emotional regulation, and resilience. You can learn to observe your emotions without getting caught up in them, which can help you respond to them more skillfully. Develop emotional regulation skills. Emotional regulation skills are essential for mastering your emotions. Emotional regulation involves the ability to manage your emotions effectively, so they do not overwhelm or control you. Emotional regulation skills include identifying and labeling your emotions accurately, understanding the triggers for your emotions, changing the way you think about your emotions, finding healthy ways to express your emotions, using, acknowledge and appreciate your emotions, knowing they support you. Emotional mastery does not mean shutting down or denying your feelings. Instead, learning how to master your emotions means appreciating them as part of yourself. You never want to make your emotions wrong. The idea that anything you feel is wrong is a great way to destroy honest communication with yourself as well as with others. Get curious about the message this emotion suggests to you. Emotional mastery means approaching your feelings with a sense of curiosity. Your feelings will teach you a lot about yourself if you let them. Getting curious helps you interrupt your current emotional pattern, solve the challenge, prevent the same problem from occurring in the future. Get confident. The quickest and most powerful route to emotional mastery over any feeling is to remember a time when you felt a similar emotion and handled it successfully. Since you managed the emotion in the past, surely you can handle it today. Get certain you can handle this not only today, but in the future as well. To master your emotions, build confidence by rehearsing handling situations where this emotion might come up in the future. See, hear, and feel yourself handling the situation. This is the equivalent of lifting emotional weights, so you'll build the muscle you need to handle your feelings successfully. Get excited and take action. Now that you've learned how to master your emotions, it's time to get excited about the fact that you can easily handle this emotion. Take some action right away. Prove that you've handled it. Emotional mastery is one of the most powerful skills you can learn to create a life that's authentic and fulfilling. Get the support you need to take control of your feelings with Tony Robbins' Ultimate Edge, your resource for building your best life. If you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends, so we can keep making them. For more videos, subscribe this Mental Game channel and remember to click on the notification. Also be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.